Yo, what is up guys? My name is Boustedt and welcome to today's video. Today we're actually gonna be going over my lighting setup at my desk. So that way you guys can see how I light my short form content, how I light my YouTube content. And in me showing you guys how I actually light my own content, I hope that it helps you light your content. So that way you can build your personal brand and get started today. So in this video, we're gonna go over the key light. What key light do I use? What sort of like secondary lighting do I use? And like what ambient lighting do I use, and how I actually set it all up. But real quick, I want to let you guys know that my name is Boustedt and I run the Takeover Shop, where I sell editing assets and packs for content creators just like you. And believe it or not, I'm actually starting a challenge here in July. Today is day 1 out of 31 days that I'll be posting each and every single day onto YouTube. And honestly, I am very, very stoked to get this challenge started. Like literally last night, I was up till 3 a.m. and I was able to record 10 YouTube tutorials for you guys. For a while, I kind of felt like stale and stagnant. So I feel like a challenge kind of just brings like a fun vibe to the table. Like this morning, I was super excited to get up and actually film this tutorial and get posted today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the breakdown of my setup. So first things first, for my key light, we actually have the Bryan 60XS. It is actually on camera right now, as you guys can see. And right now I have it about 60% and 5400 Kelvin. That's what I really like to do. I just leave it at the same exact lighting temperature, so that way I don't have to mess with my camera's white balance at all when I go to record. Like the biggest thing for this setup for me is to be able to just press record and go, or just turn on the lights and like go. Like I don't want to mess with settings each and every single day. Like I really just want it to be like a streamlined workflow. And I think I've 100% accomplished that with this lighting setup. So my key light, the Bryan 60XS, and then on top of it, we have the Aperture Light Dome Mini 3. And this thing's actually a beast. Like it makes the image look so much better. Like if you're not diffusing your light with like a proper softbox, I highly encourage you literally to go grab a white t-shirt and cover your light and diffuse the light, because you need a diffused soft light. If it's too harsh, it just doesn't look cinematic. It doesn't look like creamy. So that's like one tip: diffuse your light at all costs. Even if you have to go buy a wife beater for like $5 at a Target or something, like, hey, if you're in the trenches, you're in the trenches. I get it. All right, so now we are moving on to sort of my background light, which is this thing. It is like a Govee home lamp. Honestly, you guys don't need like a straight tube light. You guys can go ahead and get like a RGB panel, whatever works. For me, I just found that this works best for me. I set it up right here, so that way the camera, it's like kind of like directly behind me and kind of gives me like that nice glow, as you guys can see on screen. Lighting is pretty expensive, but in my opinion, it makes or breaks your videos, so it's super worth investing into. Okay, cool. So now we actually have my background lighting that you guys see inside the tutorials. You guys are probably like, yo, like what, how does his counters glow purple? Like how does he do that? And literally it's super simple. I legit just have an RGB strip that goes all the way from this end all the way over to that end. And that's where it plugs in, so that way you guys can't see the cords on the tutorial or on camera, I guess. But yeah, so having ambient lighting is 100% like crucial. Like you want to have something like cool in the background. Like you kind of just want like a cool, unique setup. And the way that I do that, because I kind of don't want to make my living room or kitchen look like a like an office, I guess. I still want it to be like a kitchen or feel like a home. So the way that I kind of just sauce it up in my own way, super easily, is just by adding these lights. So real quick, gotta stay hydrated. I actually gotta take my my supplements today too, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. And then we'll go ahead and talk about the camera position, why I place my lights where I place them, and how you can kind of do the same to get the same result that I get. So if any of you guys are actually interested in like vitamins, like how to like kind of feel better, I guess, day to day, vitamins has been helping me with that. So what I take is vitamin D, A, K, and E, along with some zinc. And then I've actually recently added some creatine pills to my vitamin stack, so that way I just don't forget it. I just throw them in there. And creatine just helps you kind of like get bigger, get swole, I guess. And I'm trying to like lift more, trying to eat more. That's kind of something that I've really struggled with. As you can see, I'm a skinny guy. So I'm just trying to get buff, trying to get jacked, bro, before I hit my financial goals. So anyways, just the more you know, just something cool, some background. Okay, so for the best way of me explaining it, I'm gonna go ahead and open up Streamlabs real quick so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing and what the camera sees. Real quick though, before we actually get into this, I wanna show you guys a secret little hack that I have I've found to work really well for me, especially being in the state of Arizona where it's always sunny. It's hard to keep the light consistent, so how do I do that? Let me show you. Go ahead and just lift up this black screen, which I'm actually gonna do right now off camera, but that kind of just diffuses a lot of the light, gets rid of a lot of like light that's spilling over. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my camera real quick. All right, sweet. So now that you can actually see me on cam right now and see what like is kind of happening. So straight up, so this is like the straight line, right? You want your light setup to be 45 degrees from the camera, ideally. So that's kind of why I have this placed off to the side slightly. So that's like off 45 degrees, pointing at my face, and straight to the camera. So that's like a 45-degree angle. And then also, when I'm filming tutorials, I kind of like this light to be in this area-ish, because you can see like the glow on the side of my face right here. So like it kind of just adds like sort of a more polished, clean, separated look. You're pretty much using lighting, in my opinion, at least for the way that I use light, is to separate yourself from the background and just create like a polished, clean look. Ideally, I wouldn't want this light shining on my face, but that's because I have another window back there that's open. I actually usually have it shut, but I have it open for like just filming with the iPhone, just like so. But anyway, so that's pretty much it for my lighting setup. I hope this video is helpful for you guys and that you guys learned a little bit of something. I know this wasn't the most like structured review of my lighting setup, but nonetheless, I hope you guys got some real value from this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take action, take over. Peace.